Hey folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my small block 350 that's going back in to my 1970 Corvette as soon as we get it done. Now, throughout the course of building an engine, or throughout the course of any car project or any project you're working on, you always run into some things that you didn't expect, some lessons learned, if you will. And I've got two lessons learned, or two things that I did not know before starting this project that I wanted to share with you guys in case you were building a small block 350 and you run into these same issues. Well, I'm sharing them because I don't want you to run into the same issues, and I want you guys to be prepared and be ready when you're building your small block 350. The first thing you notice on this small block 350 is that these are aftermarket cylinder heads. These are AFR and they are aluminum cylinder heads. Now, why am I pointing this out? Well, because right here on the side of this aluminum cylinder head, and I imagine a lot of aluminum cylinder heads, aftermarket heads, are very similar. This right here is the port for the temperature sending unit. There obviously is one on the other side as well, but we're looking at the driver's side here. Now, on my original 492 double hump heads, the temperature sending unit port is in the same location, but it is a 1/2 inch NPT thread. Now, on my AFR heads, and I imagine a lot of aftermarket aluminum cylinder heads, the temperature sending port is 3/8 of an inch. So I cannot simply transfer or buy the same temperature sending unit to go into the new aluminum head. So what can you do? Well, in my case, I actually bought the original temperature sending unit. This is a brass unit. Obviously it's broken. I've got some new ones on order. But what I'm going to do, and I've already spoken with the machinist, is I'm going to have these lathed down. So I'm going to have these cut down and re-threaded. So he's going to cut these down, and he's going to actually die cut 3/8 NPT threads onto the original sending unit. Now, of course, I can buy a newer model or a newer temperature sending unit that is a 3/8 inch NPT thread. But the reason I am not doing that is because from the research I have done, these temperature sending units, particularly for my 1970 Corvette, have specific resistances. So in other words, the temperature rating at, say, 200 degrees on this temperature sending unit has a specific resistance value. And I think, don't quote me, but it's somewhere around 80 ohms of resistance at that temperature reading. And some of the newer temperature sending units that I've seen and researched, those resistance values are higher. So to me, what that means is it would give me a different reading on my temperature gauge. Now, that's issue number one. The second issue, come around here to the front, you'll notice this is not a factory bracket for a 1970 Corvette. No, in fact, this is a bracket for a 1972 to 82 alternator bracket. Now, why am I using this bracket? Well, because the alternator for my car was originally supported by a couple brackets that came off of the water pump, and one of those brackets actually mounted to the front of the exhaust manifold. Now, with my project, I'm going with some Hedman headers for this project, and if you're interested in that, I'll probably have another video coming out talking about the headers that I'm using for this project. Gonna be quite interesting because I'm going with the factory style side pipes and gonna try and see how these Hedmans fit. But nonetheless, the Hedman headers do not have provisions for the bracket to mount to the side. So we're gonna have to improvise. We're going with this 1972 to 82 alternator bracket, which I found this on eBay. It was relatively inexpensive. There are aftermarket companies that do make this bracket as well, but I found this one for a pretty good price, and it was in, or it is in, good condition. And if you're interested, see if I can get you out here in the sun. Oh, that contrast is terrible. But this part number is 3931337. But if you just search up 1972 Corvette alternator bracket, you will find exactly what you need. So there you go. Those are 2 lessons learned that I have learned, that I've picked up during the build of my small block 350 for my 1970 Corvette. Quick video. Hopefully it was helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.